Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, July 14th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right now, you'll see the ES trading within a narrow range right now, near the highs of the previous session. 45% of ADR right now. You'll also see right here narrow range at these highs. Outside week being completed, and doing so by Wednesday. This is the previous week's highs here, previous week's low there. Took it out on a Monday. By Wednesday, outside day, adding to it on a Thursday, and holding it on a Friday. So the expectation is not for a massive pullback of any kind. Instead of just holding on to these gains into the close, perhaps sideways to up price action. Additionally, next week, do we get the counter trend phase next week, or some sort of holding phase? After a squeeze you hold, or after a squeeze pullback, and hold? Do we get one of those next week before we head higher ahead? Overall, this market remains bullish, pushing through 4,500, starts to open up 46 up above. So very bullish market overall, and PIMA pullbacks in the bullish PIMA trigger zone here continue to be defended. So again, if we pull back early next week into this zone, it could be another opportunity to buy as this market approaches 4,600 up above. If we take a look here at the NQ, you'll notice the NQ very, very bullish as well. Transition yesterday, super bullish yesterday. Not even a pullback, hardly at all. Just basically starting higher, strong. From the after hours reopen, strong through the pre-market and RT8 session, holding on to those gains throughout the day. Never seen a pullback of any magnitude. And again, outside week up, failed new low on a Monday, big time squeeze into Friday. Now holding those gains, just 29% of ADR here heading into the RTH open, so a super narrow range, 58.5 points right now. That's about as bad as the YM looked yesterday. So this is super narrow. Again, the expectation is for bulls to continue to defend pullbacks for continuation higher. We may not see a whole lot of range today, but anything down here or into the previous session's midpoint could still be defended for a buy and a continuation up. Again, very narrow range here, and we've gotten a big time break to the upside. The last time this played out like this, there was a massive wave of strength that played out. You can see right back here, super narrow range, eventually getting a massive breakout. Now another narrow range and a big move. Again, any pullback here could be a buying opportunity for a continuation to the upside as this market remains quite bullish. Taking a look here at crude oil. You'll see with crude oil, very strong market. This thing pushing through the 75s and opening up a move that has taken price through 77s yesterday, closing beyond 77. Currently, price pulling back here, a little bit of a fade after trend day here, pullback. But this pullback could be a buying opportunity for bulls as this thing continues to stretch it to the upside. Now, this is a very important area in the chart that we're going to want to keep an eye on. 200-day moving average right there. The last time we tested it was here, and price dropped 20 points away from it. This time we're testing it here after a series of strong lows coming into it and pushing through resistance. Can price push through 77s and open up the 83.5 up above? That's going to be important. The other thing is the top of this key range is in play now. That's right at 77 as well, and the bottom of the key range is here, midpoint of the key range is here, and price has mostly traded in that middle 50% before finally getting a big push to the upside and testing the edge. So do we rotate back into the midpoint of the key range, or is this a point where it can actually see expansion and make a move for the 50% expansion target? That's going to be right in line with the 83.52 key range edge, which was the previous high. So key zone here for this market. We'll see if it can remain bullish. Right now, pullbacks could be defended for a continuation higher until proven otherwise. If we take a look here at gold futures, this one had a massive squeeze back through that 1950 level. Again, this market not able to follow through after the pullback here, not able to find new lows, not able to extend the downtrend through the 1900 level. Instead, you saw this squeeze. We talked about before that this market could be due for a squeeze here if these bears don't get paid, and through 1950 here could open that up. And if it gets a squeeze through 1950, it could open up a move to 2000. So 2000 could be the target up above. Depends on how we play out here early next week. If a pullback occurs into 1940 to 1950 and that pullback's defended by bulls, we could be looking at a great squeeze up ahead. Failure back below 1940 and you're still hunting for a retest of the recent lows near 1900. Lastly, taking a look here at the YM. Now, the previous session for the YM was the smallest range day of the year, smallest range day really of the past couple of years. It was super narrow, 130 points of range. Let's see, about 132 points of range. That's super narrow. This market's been averaging 320 points. Yesterday's closing 5 and 10 day was 329 and 328. So that's what it's averaging currently. And today we're seeing a 283 range, and we've already seen a bullish outside day up, a great box reversal. So price pushed down and developed a great little box below the previous session's low for multiple hours, and then started to squeeze during the pre-market session and has pushed through those highs. Now outside day up and testing the upper end of the range. We have a great range here, 33,800 rather to 34,800, and that's the range. And at some point here we could see a fade back down within the range. If we do manage to see expansion to the upside, it'll be the first time in a very long while. Right? Not saying it can't do it, it's just we have not really been through 35K, for example, in a good long while without being rejected back down in significant fashion. So can this market push through and make this move upward toward the previous year's high, or do we turn back down toward the previous year's close yet again? Key edge right here for the YM. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the weekend. Happy Friday. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.